Hello and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I am Lisa Warner. I'm the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing, a book that I wrote after I
Hello
healed
and
myself from
welcome.
cancer
Another episode
without
of
using the
Lunch with
medical
Lisa,
model.
the book that I wrote
Sorry about the
after I
feedback there. There we go. All right. Thank you. So today, when we talk about self-healing, our bodies are the physical representation of who we are as beings. As beings, we are beings of light. Scientists will tell you that when they put any part of your body under a high enough power microscope, all there is light. You are made up, your physical body is made up of atoms, little tiny particles of light. And all of these little particles of light and energy gather together to form molecules, to form organs and systems. They form your physical body. Every single molecule of your body belongs to you. And every single molecule is listening to you. You are literally the master of your molecules. Every cell in your body serves a specific purpose, plays a specific role. And every cell is performing its role according to the information that it's being given. So what information are you giving to your cells? What story are you telling them? Are you telling a story of woe, of struggle, of I'm not okay? Or are you telling them the story of how much you love being here on earth in a body? Your molecules are forming themselves accordingly. They are configuring themselves to match the story that you are telling. So, hey, Lori, hey, Brenny, thanks for joining me today. So, we are non-physical beings having a physical experience. Your physical body is the physical expression of you. It is the physical embodiment of your state of being, who you believe you are. Do you believe that you're not okay, that there's something wrong with you, that life is a struggle? Are you telling the story of fear or overwhelm or anxiety? Your cells are letting you know. They're showing you the story that you're telling. When I found myself facing cancer, I was not being a masterful storyteller of my life. I was telling the story of I'm not okay, that I don't like being here, that I don't have enough, that life is hard, money is hard, I shouldn't have to work this hard to try to earn a living. I was telling the story of nobody understands me, I'm not okay. I don't fit in. All of these stories that I was telling, they were not the stories that I actually wanted to be telling. They're not the stories that were going to generate a happy, healthy life. I was telling the story of dis-ease. So therefore, my body was reflecting my tales of woe. There was nothing wrong with my body. My body was doing exactly what it is designed to do. It was forming itself in accordance to the information I was giving to it, the stories that I was feeding it. So my body was simply reflecting my story. So to heal my body, I didn't have to heal my body. The body does that itself. I had to start telling a different story. I had to start being a masterful being. I had to start becoming masterful with my energy. I had to clear out all of the energies of fear and doubt and guilt and shame, all of these energies that I was carrying around in a big, heavy, invisible backpack on my back that had me hunched over and living under this mountain of stress. I had to get rid of the backpack. I had to clear the fear, the doubt, the guilt, the shame, the worry. I had to get rid of it from my energy field. I had to clear my traumas. You can look at it as having to clear the traumas. That is what that is. And you can also look at it as just simply clearing out the energies that don't belong to you. That way, you don't even have to relive the trauma. You don't have to even remember what the trauma was. And frankly, it's far easier to clear out the energy than it is to try to go and figure out what the traumas were and heal them and make peace with the traumas of your past. It really kind of sucks looking at all the traumas of your past and trying to weed through them and clear them out and make peace with them. It's really quite not a fun experience. It can be very rewarding. It can be a beautiful experience, but it can also be a really overwhelming experience. It can feel really heavy. It's like therapy. That's why people are in therapy forever and ever and ever, because they just keep going and rehashing the past. If you don't clear out the energy that's attached to it, nothing ever changes. But when you start clearing out the energies, you can change lickety split. So what stories are you telling? Are you telling stories of woe? Are you telling stories that are informed by the traumas of your past? Are you being formed by your past traumas? Or are you willing to become masterful, a masterful storyteller? Become masterful with your own energy and become master of your own molecules. Are you ready to start talking to your body, communicating with your body? Your body doesn't speak English, French, or Spanish. Your body speaks in energy and frequency. So when you're telling a story of woe, it feels heavy, it feels dark, it feels not good. Those are frequencies, those are languages that your body understands. Fear, oh, I'm not okay. That's an energy that your body understands, and your body responds and goes, whoa, time to shore up the defenses, time to build extra cells or get rid of cells. We need to do something because there's trouble on the horizon. What if there's no trouble on the horizon? What if you don't have to create trouble on the horizon? Or even trouble right in the now moment? What if you can simply clear out all of those energies that generate the trouble on the horizon or in the present moment and start creating peaceful, calm, happy? You get to choose the stories that you tell. So Patrick is asking, can you give an example of clearing out the old energy? Yeah, so when you are, if you notice the thought patterns that you're thinking, are you thinking thoughts that create fear or anxiety or guilt or shame? Just simply notice these patterns. Anytime you're not feeling good, you have to take notice of what it is that you're feeling. Put a little label on it so you can notice what emotion, energy in motion, right? Energy in motion is emotion. Emotion is energy that we make personal, right? Fear is just an energy. Guilt is just an energy. But when we put a bunch of thought patterns with those energies and we go, oh, I'm guilty because, oh, I did that thing when I was 7, and oh, I'm still carrying that guilt. That's just taking the energy of guilt and making it personal. If we simply look at the energies, we can just start clearing them out. If you notice the energy, you can use any technique you want to start clearing out the energy. One of the techniques that I was taught by a guy named Jim Self, he was one of my first teachers. He taught a technique of the rose. Simply create using your imagination, create a long stemmed red rose, because a red rose is a high frequency. High frequency always overrides low frequency. So you create something that's really high vibrational. You create a long stemmed red rose, and then you give it the command to gather up the low frequency energy, gather up guilt or shame or fear, whatever it is. And then you explode that rose into a million billion particles of light. This is the process of alchemy, taking a heavy, dark vibration and changing it back into light. So you can use any technique you want. You can create your own, you can invent your own, but the rose is a really very helpful tool. I've been teaching this for years, because when he taught it to me, it was really helpful to me. So your body is made of energy, little molecules of light in motion that are forming themselves as atoms into molecules. into body systems. Ultimately, you are literally made of particles of light. And all of these particles are listening to you. So you need to become masterful with your molecules. Tell your molecules how you wish for them to form themselves. If you wish to be slender, strong, fit, you have to tell your molecules, not in words, but in energy. You've got to feel these things in order to be these things. You have to place your attention on what it is that you want. And then you have to inform your molecules. Let them know how to configure themselves. So if you want to feel slender, fit, and strong, for example, but you're laying around on the couch going, oh my God, I'm so fat. There's a disconnect. It's never going to happen. You will never experience being slender, strong, and fit by telling the story of, I'm not that. So you have to start telling the story that you wish to embody. There's nothing wrong with your body, ever. Your body is the embodiment of your energy. What energies are you using to tell your story? If you're using low vibrational energies, you're not going to get the high vibrational results that you wish. If you want to tell the story of, I love my life, you're going to have to utilize the energies of excitement, enthusiasm, vitality, happy, peaceful, calm, high vibrational energies. You need to use those in order to create the high vibrational, happy life that you desire. If you're using a bunch of low vibrational energies and telling the story of lack and I'm not okay and disease and oh my gosh, you can't create health and happiness from those energies. It will literally never happen. And you cannot tell the story of vibrant health by going to the doctor all the time and by taking pill after pill after pill. It's literally never going to happen. They're mutually exclusive. Being vibrant, radiant, and healthy, you're not spending your days going to the doctor to figure out what's wrong with you and taking a bunch of synthetic drugs to make your body better. It's simply not a match. It will literally never happen. You've got to tell the story that you wish to embody. It's all about energy. You have to become the master of your own molecules. You can't be giving your power over to doctors to have them be the master of your molecules, expecting them to make your molecules form themselves into the shape that you want. You're the creator. You are the only one that can tell your molecules how to form themselves. You can do it with pills, but I guarantee you, your body is going to take on the form that the pills tell it to take on. And they're not being told, the pills are not telling your body to take on the form of vibrant, radiant health. I guarantee you, because vibrant, radiant health does not sell more pills. Becoming master of your own molecules puts you in the driver's seat. You become healthy and happy because you choose to tell that story. It's all about energy. And it's all about how are you managing your molecules. Your energy field is your molecules. You get to tell the molecules how to form themselves into your body and into your life. But if you're not mastering the molecules, they're going to master you. And it's not a fun situation. And it really, truly doesn't take much to start mastering your molecules. You are already doing it right here, right now. You are informing all of the molecules around you what shape to take for your life and for your health. It's already happening. You're already doing it. If you're not getting the results that you want, it just means you're doing it unconsciously. Simply become conscious and you can change your life literally overnight. It's really quite simple. Are you ready for simple? Are you ready to be the master of your own molecules? Then reach out to me. This is what I teach my clients. They change their own lives by becoming masters of their own energy, informing their molecules how to form themselves. If you'd like some assistance in becoming the master of your own molecules, reach out. My name is Lisa Warner. You can find me at connectingyoutoyou.com. You can find me on Facebook in my group, Soul Sourced Healing. So come on out, come play, come become the master of your own molecules and make your life fun. All right. And thanks for joining me, everybody. Thanks for everybody that joins me live for Lunch with Lisa on Facebook. I really appreciate all the comments and insights. Carol, Lori, Patrick, Brenny. Thank you, everybody else who's joining. And until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Bye for now.